towards DSA. Because understanding AI, you need to implement that. And you need to implement only if you understand the development. Again, basics of development are important. Use ChatGPT, use Gemini, but understand okay, front end is this, back end is this. Now comes college students. Earlier, 5 years back, it was not important. But nowadays, it's important. You should know how to take AI tools, how to use AI tools in development. You should be comfortable with Claude. You should be comfortable with ChatGPT because that is a software. So it's a 1 year roadmap. DSA, 5 months, 3 to 4 months development, and 2 months integrating with AI. Do internships, do attract placements, do that stuff, and all that. So it's a learning process. Whether you do it from first year, whether you second year, third year, जल्दी कर लोगे. So second year में internship मिल जाएगी, later वो third year करना है.
Streaming में laptop पे
stable or better
because DSA is not just about the type of questions, how many amount of questions, but it's the kind of analytical mathematical skills that we are building, which is very much relevant in the AI era. So building on this question, despite the multitude of skills, we have to agree that DSA is the most fundamental skill and most important, yet the most challenging to the students. So what was your mindset behind starting ProViewer, which was a platform to simplify basic into structured ProViewer, with structured pattern-based?
Sure, great. So, see, the thing is, you have a lot of resources for DSA, right? YouTube, a lot of many resources are there. The thing is, people do not learn the right. The right way to do it 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months is do it practically. Because you need to understand that any interview or online round takes a 45 minutes or 60 minutes round. So you need that it will come from either SAT, C's, practicals, things like that. So you need to have a smarter way of it. It will be implemented to practical, it will be implemented to SAT. And that can come only if you do it practicals. So learn topics, arrays, strings, linkage, etc. But understand the patterns. 2 pointers, sliding window. You should know when that pattern should come. Then only you will be able to implement that in interview or in online ones. What people do is they solve 50 questions, but they are not the pattern. They will again, whenever any random question comes, they will not be able to solve it. Because they have not learned their doing. They have just implemented this, practically this. But you should understand that why I
सेंटर से क्योंकि अगर वो तरह से सेंटर से ऊपर हो तो उसमें पढ़ नहीं लाइट.
So that's how your thinking becomes change. Your thinking becomes and you will be able to solve any problem. Your outcome should be after 4 5 months, I am able to solve any problem. Not 100%, but 90%. That should be your outcome, and it will only come if you solve patternize, and that was the thinking. I made a patternize GSA roadmap. It is used by 5,000 plus learners, and that is how thinking changes happen. So, the first advice should be that, see, you are in college. The time you have right now will never come after your college. You will see that parents will say, "Kahan job lagi hai, kitni lagi hai." You will have a lot of pressure on money. But currently, your parents can afford you. You have come here, so parents are affording you. So use this time to gain as much skills as possible. I personally have gained a lot of skills in college, whether it is GSA development, I do a lot of work. And second advice is, you can only learn by doing a lot of work. Do internships, do startups. Anything you want, if you will do that in college now, you will learn a lot that will help you after college. This time will not come. Right? That is it, doing work means don't focus on money. If you are getting 500 per month internship, but very good work, go ahead and do that. Focus on skills, not money. This is the time where you don't need to focus on money, you need to focus on your skills.
स्पर्श है
Your answers only tell what we need to aim for and what are the tasks that we
स्पर्श
as early as you can, because when it comes to such competitive field in tech, what matters is you start early and you start early.
वॉशरूम
So with this, I would like to open the session for Q&A. So anyone who's present over here can ask the questions to Parikh sir. He will be delighted to answer them. Anyone?
Yeah.
My question is that in this era where whiteboard is this fast results, how do we prioritize what is to be done? Or how do we even classify ourselves as web developers or AI engineers when we even still look at this?
Sure. Perfect question. So as she said that whiteboarding phase is going on and how do we define ourselves as a developer? See, as I said, since I have got experience of 8 years, you guys don't know what is tougher development. You guys don't know that if your system is using 1 million users, what will happen. So with whiteboarding, okay, basic front end, basic back end can easily be done. But once you build your system, the problem that becomes is how to maintain that system or how to scale that system. That will not come to whiteboarding. But you will be able to solve that tougher problems only if you understand the basics. So basics are most important. Front end, back end. If you have built a basic project, then you will qualify as a developer. But build a system or work in a company where at least 50,000 users are coming, 1 lakh users are coming. Now you will understand what this problem is coming. For solving that problem, whiteboarding or AI, this takes time. I'm not saying out of 5 minutes what will happen. They can give you the solution, but you will understand what this is a difficult problem that will cannot be solved by AI. It's our own problem. Our programs will have 10 people in it. We deal with 1 lakh users, but the problem that comes cannot be solved with AI. AI can help. But scaling that system so that it can solve to 1 lakh users or something, then you will understand, okay, this is the power of development or this is the thing which cannot be solved by AI. So, if you want to qualify as a developer nowadays, do work in a company, don't do it in your personal projects. With personal projects, you will not become a developer, right? Do some internships in a company, like GoPlayers or any startup or any company, you will see the difference. Skill development is required, skill development, every problem development cannot be solved. So every problem cannot be solved by coding, basic things can be done, but tougher things cannot be done. Okay, that's it. Okay, any other questions? You have a question? Yeah. Yeah.
So my question is regarding since you are an expert in AI and field, I have a very basic question. Since you have seen the change in this industry and the
Yeah.
I have totally experienced in that we all are giving examples and other standards for the like the standards for AI and physics for like before there was no some process like 500 2000 people. Right now among all us we already have all the standards.
Perfect.
There are like this field is so saturated
Yeah.
and like you know such tools which are like utilizing AI tools, we are like introduce now of how do we as an expert, how should we like going
perfect. Very good question. And this question should come into your mind. As I said that since everyone is on the lead position, everyone is doing development, and the field is saturated, companies have less opening, and this is true. Like in lockdown time, many companies were hiring. Nowadays, jobs are less, definitely. So, how to stand out or how to understand this industry? First of all, I need to tell you that there will always be 90% who are doing mediocre stuff. Only 10% people at my time is it. If it was the DSA round, everyone was not doing DSA really. Currently, we only DSA high demand. So standards actually. Now company will ask DSA, company will ask development, company will ask care. Earlier only DSA was required. But in today's world, as I said, in 1 year you can't do just DSA. At my time in college, everyone was just doing DSA and they are getting DSA. But nowadays it will not happen. You need to do DSA, you need to do development, you need to do some internship at a company. You need to know that how to integrate AI stuff. You need to be smart with AI, and I am telling you, 10% will be there. 30% might have solved DSA problems, 500, 600 DSA problems, but they are not further. 20% only knows how to integrate AI daily. Only 10% will do internships. So you need to be smarter. Okay, this is required, I will do that. And I am sure if you are the top 10%, you will get that out. So how to stand out? Earlier was become great in DSA. Everyone was not following DSA. But today's stand out, DSA, development, AI integration. And one internship at least started. You will see yourself standing out. You will see you are getting those opportunities because with experience, you become smarter. You know that I am very standard on this. So that's how you can stand out and you will see this. Okay? Thank you. Yeah. My question is
Good evening, sir. I am a second year PhD student and our course has not been included DSA. So if I want to begin it right now, is it too late to start?
Second year, college have not started DSA, honestly. Anything but DSA cannot be talked about. You need to do that 250 to 300. Many colleges in practical lab you will solve 50 to 60 questions. But learning DSA will not do the one first. So it's not too late because ultimately it's not, it's you that need to do yourself. As I said, 5 to 6 months it takes to learn DSA, start right now. If you start right now, in 5 to 6 months you will learn DSA. After that you will learn development 3 to 4 months. Then you will start taking DSA. Next year you will have internships. So it's never too late, even if you are studying, even if you are not because ultimately if you want to get a job, you need to go through this path. That DSA development and AI. So don't depend on college first of all. And second, start right now, learn pattern wise, don't waste more than 5 to 6 months in DSA because development and AI are also important. So learn pattern wise, solve 50 to 300 problems, just move on. Keep practicing regularly, but start moving towards development and integrating DSA. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Anybody else? Any question? Yeah. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
As I said, I don't think we can do the basics, sir. We need to gain experience to do the harder stuff. So do you feel that in 1 to 2 years, the AI would be able to improve itself and be able to do that?
Good. So as I said that, okay, AI can't do typical things right now. It struggles with that, but what are we going to do this? Honestly, it's a good question, but see, if you see companies with AI, new job things are coming. Earlier they were product managers, now they are AI product managers. They need AI engineers right now. They need people who are smarter with AI. So maybe opportunities become less, but you will see some openings coming in AI stuff. Because giving good prompts to AI, getting those things done is also required smartness. It's not that, okay, the basic prompts will be able to do that stuff. You should know that how to use Claude really well. Because new openings will come up because company need to build that stuff. Okay, yeah, AI integration will be important. Now, how you can use deeper AI, how you can build those smarter developers. So new openings will keep on coming up. I'm not sure about the next 5 years, what will happen after 5 years, but with 1 to 2 years, I will see that more openings in AI will keep on coming and they are coming. So as AI becomes smarter, so you will see more smarter people going towards AI job openings in any field, more openings in AI. Okay, thank you so much. Any question?
Hello, so basically I'm a founder of an edtech startup,
Okay.
and recently we got a 50,000 funding from a college.
Okay.
So basically our startup is an edtech platform only, just by coding the self courses. We don't sell courses, we focus on every skill out there, not just basic, not just learning. So how the best way we can use that fund?
50,000.
Yes. It's a pretty
See, yeah, I can understand. See, if you have raised funding, honestly, there should have been something that I need that funds. So if you have raised that funds, ideally it should be used mostly for marketing. If you feel that your product is ready, spend 5,000 on marketing, get some tested by users. If you spend 5,000 and you are able to pay 50,000 or 20,000, that's a profit, right? So you know now I will spend 5,000 and I will get 50,000. So use that funds accordingly that, okay, I have 10 skills, I spend 5,000 on each skill. This skill is giving me profit, this skill is not giving me profit. I will double down on those skills which are giving me profit. Which are not getting used, I will not double down on that skill. Maybe I drop that skill. So that's how you should use. If you double down on that skill, you will see that, okay, now what can I do with these skills so that I will get 10 experience. Things like that and start doing that. Spend 5,000 on these skills, see the outcome. Obviously, at least in 2 to 3 skills, you will gain a profit. And use that profit to double down on those skills. Right? That's how your strategy should be maintained. That okay, these are getting used, these are getting learned by students. I will double down on that. Right? So that's how I will recommend you to use it. Okay? Anybody else? Anybody? Okay? Anybody? Last question? Yeah. And Sharmana, जो तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन होता है सब लोगों का होता है, so don't be shy. Yeah.
So as you said that if we are planning to DSA 5 to 6 months, for example, we wait for 1 month, we maintain the stream for a week every day. Exams came, like we have 3 exams per semester. We want to be
Yeah.
the flow breaks. Of course, want to maintain the season. So for example, we take 3 topics in a month. We got a break of 20 days into exams. It is not possible that the 21 days will be seen as the previous first.
Sure.
So how we should carry that, maintain that flow?
Sure. Perfect. See, and that's a problem that I also faced during my college. That exams come, your DSA flow breaks, then you need to go to arrays or whatever topic you are again, right? See, honestly, if possible, I would highly recommend to do not the day previous exam, but at least 1 to 2 days question paper. You came after exam, I know you have to basically to sleep, okay, यार आप पढ़ाई करेंगी और आप सोना है, तो सो जाओ, लेकिन कोशिश करो that 1 से 2 क्वेश्चन में करें, and of that topic जिसका तुम जनरली भूल जाते हो, maybe array was harder, but maybe TP or graphs, try to solve 1 to 2 questions per day, even after exam, and अगर array दोनों से exam के करो, ये काम अच्छा गया हो, यार एक से 2 क्वेश्चन में बनते हैं, ये से नहीं So, I know it's not easy, but this is the thing that we need to maintain to not break that. And if that flow breaks, then there is no option. I think if you are doing good, it just takes 5 days to get that flow again. I will recommend कि वो 5 days में वाली problems करो, तो तुमने पहले करें. Don't do new problems. Do only those problems जो तुमने पहले करें. Because फिर confidence आ जाता है कि मेरी problems करना शुरू करो. तो एकदम से कुछ नहीं करा, वाले क्वेश्चन करो जो तुमने पहले करने हैं। ऑनेस्टली 80% क्वेश्चन हो जाएंगे, कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आ जाएगा और फिर 5 दिन के बाद फिर मेरे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना शुरू। तो दो स्ट्रैटेजी है, या तो ड्यूरिंग एग्जाम फ्लो करने लगो, या फिर 20 दिन के बाद 5 दिन प्रॉब्लम्स को करो जो तुमने ऑलरेडी कर दी है, यू विल सी कि फ्लो नहीं होगा। ओके ओके ठीक है। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन, एनीबॉडी एल्स? या माइक इधर, या आज के लोग बोलो।
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my question is, what about the spaces do you see the IT companies now, like at this time? What are the spaces that we are planning the IT companies now?
that question is funny, yeah.
Like in the IT companies, do you see any space like where some startups can pop up and some where is there any some kind of problem that we can solve in IT companies that you see?
So you want to teach and sell, right? That's what you want to do. So किस सेक्टर में कर सकते हैं? किस सेक्टर स्पेस, right? That's what you are asking. See, honestly, tech will go to that, but I would highly recommend if you realize that जैसे कि ये मतलब टीवी अच्छे से लोग नहीं पढ़ा रहे, you see that problem, right? अभी मेरा को याद है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, तो if you see that यार इस फील्ड में लोग अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, and get that कि मैं अच्छे से पढ़ाऊंगा, क्यों पढ़ाऊंगा, मेरे क्रेडेंशियल्स हैं, मैंने इसको अच्छे से पढ़ा है, तो मैं इस फील्ड में अच्छा कर सकता हूँ। तो ये तुम्हें फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अगर फिगर आउट करें तो बिजनेस बना दो। कोडिंग में अब क्या है, डीएसए से पढ़ा रहे हैं, ठीक है, साइबर है, डेवलपर है, हम लोग ये सब लोग हैं, ठीक है, बट मे बी और लेते हैं डीएसए में यूआरएल वाले का सिस्टम पढ़ा रहे हैं, कुछ भी हो, तुम उनसे कॉन्सेप्ट एक्सप्रेस या मुझे लगता है एआई में भी ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत अच्छे लोग पढ़ा, बट क्या तुम वो एक्सपीरियंस है वो पढ़ा सकते हो, पढ़ा सकते हो, है ना? तो अंडरस्टैंड किया, अभी मैं पढ़ा सकता हूँ, पढ़ा सकता हूँ, तो क्या मेरे क्रेडेंशियल्स हैं नहीं, वो पढ़ा सकते हो। तो यू नीड टू रियलाइज दैट इस फील्ड में लोग अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, मैं इसके मेंटर से जाऊंगा, बट ये तो तुम्हें सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा कि कहाँ नहीं है, और जनरली उस फील्ड में जिसमें जॉब लग पाती है उस फील्ड के लोग ज़्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं, है ना? जैसे लेवल में पढ़ाते हैं कि आईटी हो जाए तो आउटकम होना चाहिए, अभी डीएससी में पढ़ाते हैं कि जॉब लगती है, तो इफ यू रियलाइज दैट इस फील्ड में जॉब लग जाती है लेकिन अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, वर्क एक्टिविटी भी रहती है, उस चीज़ को पढ़ाना, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दैट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, राइट? मे बी स्कूल में अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, मुझे अभी लगता है कि स्कूल में अच्छे से पढ़ा रहे, तो वहाँ पर भी देख सकते हो, तो वो तो एक फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा, एंड वो प्रॉब्लम मैंने देखी कि यार यहाँ अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा रहे लोग, आउटकम है कि मैं आईटी में लगा दूंगा या मैं जॉब लगा दूंगा, तो आउटकम है तो पीपल विल बी, ये तो थैंक यू। एनीबॉडी एल्स? एनीबॉडी? या माइक इज
मेरे जनरल क्वेश्चन जितनी भी एआई कंपनीज हैं जो बात करती है, चाहे वो मीडियम ऑपरेटर हैं, सब बाहर ही क्यों यहाँ पे हम एज ए टूल ही क्यों यूज करके रह जाते हैं सारे प्रोडक्ट्स को, या यहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है, फिर हम देखते हैं कि हम मार्केट में यहाँ कुछ
So you are thinking AI tools सारे बाहर क्यों बनते हैं?
not just it, as a general हम as a tool में यूज करते हैं और बल्कि आइडियाज ओरिजिनली को बाहर आते हैं, ये ना क्रिएटिव
Sure. देखो उसकी प्रॉब्लम थोड़ा सा इंडिया में है, बिकॉज देखो बाहर का कल्चर है कि दे प्रेफर स्टार्टअप्स मोर rather than MNCs। इंडिया में क्या है, भाई जॉब लग जाए, बस 10 लाख भी लग जाए, 12 लाख भी लग जाए, उसके बाद देखेंगे बिजनेस, तो माइंडसेट का फर्क है। कॉलेज में आते हैं मतलब केस करने लगता है, राइट? तुम्हारे आप स्कूल से बैठे हो, आई एम श्योर 90% लोगों को प्लेसमेंट चाहिए, होगा कोई 10% जो स्टार्ट करना चाहता है, तो इट्स एन इंडियन माइंडसेट। अब इंडियन माइंडसेट है, स्टार्टअप कम करते हैं लोग, तो ऑब्वियसली आइडियाज कम आते हैं। अगर वो इम्प्लीमेंट आज का आइडिया आते हो, इम्प्लीमेंट करने की कैपेसिटी नहीं है, वो माइंडसेट नहीं है, तो नहीं होगा। बाहर उल्टा है, इफ यू विल गो आउटसाइड, तुम्हारा स्टार्टअप के लिए होगा ना, तुम्हें वैल्यू ज्यादा मिलेगी, तुम्हारी वर्थ ज्यादा बनेगी। वहाँ स्टार्टअप वेंचर को बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू आएगा, तुम्हें अमेज़न में काम करो, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में करो, गूगल में करो, वहाँ पर वो चीज़ नहीं होगा। वहाँ ये क्या स्टार्टअप प्रोडक्ट फंडिंग करेंगे, लोग स्टार्टअप करेंगे, उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ेगी। फर्क है, इंडिया डेवलपमेंट में नहीं है, वो डेवलपमेंट में है, तो वहाँ जॉब की टेंशन नहीं होती, सर्वाइवल की टेंशन नहीं होती, या नहीं हुआ तो बाइक चलाऊंगा, वहाँ बाइक लाके कैसे कमाऊंगा, यहाँ नहीं। तो मार्केट इसके फर्क है, इसके बाहर की लोग जल्दी आइडियाज कर पाते हैं, ज़्यादा स्टार्टअप चला पाते हैं, है ना, माइंडसेट का फर्क है। और गलत नहीं है, क्योंकि इंडिया डेवलपमेंट में नहीं है, लोगों में पैसे नहीं है, तो उसकी वजह से है ना। तो anybody else?
A big round of applause for Parikh sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to all of them on stage to present them with the sampling as a token of gratitude. A big round of applause for them. Thank you, Parikh sir, for taking the time to share your valuable insights and experiences with us today. We sincerely appreciate your guidance, your inspiring journey, and the meaningful perspective you have. Your words are truly motivated and left a strong impression on everyone.
True excellence is not just about talent, it's about vision, perseverance, and the willingness to uplift others along the way. Tonight, we have the privilege of welcoming an individual who embodies all these qualities at once. A trailblazer in the tech industry, a mentor to thousands, and a voice of inspiration for aspiring engineers across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute honor to introduce Sunchit Dudeja sir, one of the youngest SDE5s that adores, a renowned system design expert with 10 plus years of experience and a mentor who has guided countless engineers towards success. Without further ado, let's give a resounding round of applause as we welcome the incredible Sunchit Dudeja sir to the stage.
Thanks for the joyful introduction. Hello everyone, I think I met some of you last year at the Xenith'25 and it's a true honor to be here and how many of you know? To the rest, my name is Sunchit Dudeja. I am doing 15 batch pass out for almost 11 years in this industry. You must be wondering what do I do? So I work for a company, MNC based out of Noida. I'm currently at 35 level. Now we are looking for the 35 level. Right? So let me give you an example to my work, kind of work that I do. When I entered that organization, I was like you guys learning how to code for an MNC. Now at an architect position, what we have is at my current organization, we get AWS bills. And as an architect, the responsibility comes to reducing those AWS bills so as to manage the scale. So maintaining what else?
भाई बंद नहीं हुई है,
database engineers, CICD.
चल रही है.
So this is, I'll say this is like something which you should know. At least AWS में जितने भी ये सारे platforms हैं, Lambda, databases, it's just core part of engineering. You can't live without it. Core fundamental. If you haven't, like, I know you guys are super busy with college preparations, placements, and your lectures, but this is something that you should learn. Because this is survival without all of it. So, बात करते हैं, how do you prep yourself? What is the vision that you guys have? What are you going to do? Two tasks answer. Random answer. Treat me as a friend, not as something you better in the industry.
Personally, my vision is that when I am doing it, I actually want to do something. You want to only do something. Yes. I want to do anything. Basic sequences like that. I can do my first year. And from then I am just learning things. Step by step, doing everything possible and speaking of my interest. At the end of my second year, I am not now I'm going to each ideas from the speaking not just basic element of transformation का कुछ प्रोडक्ट से करके करना ऐसे नहीं है मुझे अच्छा लगा नाम से कुछ दे रहे अच्छा ये इसलिए वो आएगा ना
Fair answer. So, my big face of the conversation that you told me, तुम्हें अच्छा लगना चाहिए. अच्छा लगना चाहिए. So that's the eventual life goal है job अच्छी लगनी चाहिए. पर अभी पता नहीं है yet to be shifted forward by. Correct? So how many of you feel your first job is the most important one? Raise your hands. Like I know for the society it's the most important one, but do you have that apprehension कि यार पहली जॉब तो अच्छी होनी ही चाहिए? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Good, good. मैं अपने को भी ऐसे लगता है. But once I entered the industry, 90% of people will switch jobs within first 2 years. 90% of it. So even if the pay package is low at the start, it's okay. The life will give you enough opportunities to prove yourself. It's just that you need to keep trying.
So to this, you must have heard from parents to influence your like chocolate, not chocolate, sorry, not chocolate. Get into engineering like chocolate, not chocolate. Crack placement like chocolate, not chocolate. Good pay package like chocolate, not chocolate. You need for a higher pay package. Even if it is like 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, that constant urge to earn more keeps growing. So life is what it is. Coming. That's right. That's right. And why I'm telling you this because your past success is not the reality for your future. तो बहुत सारे ऐसे IITs होते हैं जो UPSC क्रैक नहीं करते. Why? और बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो UPSC क्रैक करते हैं. From a very remote place in the country, although the IIT got the exposure of being at the preeminent college of the country versus the person who not even had the exposure of lectures and be able to crack UPSC. Why? Think. You need to think. You need to start thinking about all these things. Because those are very important. The reason is they all to themselves fade off once they are done at once. That eagerness to continue the hustle fades off at that. उनको लगता है lights out हो गई, छोड़ दे. Versus the other person who is passionate about cracking UPSC. And it's not about something which I want to bring about UPSC, it is in general.
The person who continues the hustle succeeds in life, but it goes on and on and on. So in college, what are the biggest apprehensions out of it? Like, just tell me out of it. Biggest apprehensions. किससे डर लगता है? क्या हो जाएगा? CGPA. Sir, please be kind to them. They need to remember a lot of things. Just be kind. Be more kind. What else there?
Places.
जॉब नहीं लगी तो डर लगेगा बताओ इंटर्नशिप नहीं लगी डर लगेगा पर सबसे ज्यादा बुरा मुझे कब लगेगा and trust me it happens with all of us जब दोस्त की इंटर्नशिप लगेगी when your best friend gets the internship although you taught him everything that day you feel like why did I do it that's such a powerful human emotion but what is important ऐसा होगा कि क्लास का अंडरडॉग will get the best placement or will crack internship although you thought that you were way ahead than him or no. Who have done? Like, have it happened with any one of you that an underdog played very well?
We are not good at getting CGPA because a part of getting CGPA is credit over the syllabus को CGPA तो नहीं करना कुछ नहीं करना वो तो क्या है
But what is important? What is important? The important part is to make those friends who stick by you even if they get better jobs and they help you crack your job. So ऐसे दोस्त बनाना और ऐसे नहीं बन रहे छोड़ देना. It's okay. Life will give you more opportunities to make better. And if you have a friend who have helped you the other way and make sure that you learn a lot versus you getting the job over and above him, just stick with him, man. Because he or she really wanted you to do well. It's the payback. When I talk about the career trajectory, when I was there at NSIT, although I was part of computer science, not by choice, but because I had a good grant to get computer science. It's not the same case now. You all would have thought to take computer science versus the college. I was of the opinion, जो भी मिलेगा करो by default. Then when I was in college, I was surrounded by those people whom were Jesus, who don't share everything, who just go super secretive because of the level of competition that exists at NSIT. That means computer science now. It must be here as well now. The awareness has increased multiple to the time of 2015. So maybe if I am too misfit for computer science, I'll probably crack CAT again, one more competitive exam, and then I'll go for an MBA job at BCG or somewhere. Like I felt MBA is closer to me than code. Then one day, Samsung came to campus, and I was preparing for CAT, and it asked those questions of quantitative, qualitative analysis, along with the coding. And somehow, I got through because of the approach to tracking and getting internship from the coding problems. And when I tried it, they try those there. So try it में I got shortlisted. अब NSI teachers college में 60 students got internship at Samsung in 2016. 60 students. And the top VCs were here. We had एक ही internship मिल पाती college में. Like you can only get one internship, otherwise you are not able to run. And उसमें सारे students को हो गया था क्या? They were like इन सब का भी हो गया, इनका भी हो गया, सेम जगह हम जाएंगे. So that kind of competitive nature they had. यहाँ भी हो गया कुछ. Then I went for the job internship, 2014 Bangalore. There were like 500, 400 interns at Samsung SRI. Out of the 60 students, only 4 got to read. Just 4. And I was fortunately one of them. And this is how medtech really started. So life will give you bouncers. What you think that, hey, this is how my life will be, versus what it turns out to be, it's going to be way more different. So just play around, defend, and move ahead. कई बार fixer लगेगा और कई बार dot मार भी होगी. So you need to keep playing. That's important. So be respectful of the fact that I just need to keep trying and things will work out for me. Then I joined Samsung in 2015. मजा नहीं आ रहा था honestly. The first financial independence was considered. It's a different level of pay. Your first salary will make you feel like you're on a different level altogether. I was looking for better work. Joined back to my current organization. 2016 I joined. Samsung में बहुत काम नहीं कर रहा था, मैं काम नहीं कर रहा था. I thought let me just try one more time. Otherwise क्या लगता? Coding बोला नहीं. 2016 I joined my current organization. 2017 first promotion, 2019 second, 2021 third, 2023 fourth, and here I am, senior Xenith'26, and it comes with a lot of hard work, perseverance, and the reason I am putting this is just don't limit yourself to these 4 years of college life. Getting a job is not an answer to it. Doing well in life is what you need to have as a mindset. Otherwise, job लगती जाएगी ना, तुम्हें ही पता नहीं आएगा. A cracking job is not an answer life goal. First job साथ नहीं रहेगा. Second job, third job. And I tell you, the entire path of NSIT is extremely well. Almost similar pay packages. Just because we were at that point of time, where the industry evolved in such a manner. Now the competition is even worse. So you need to be outsmart. You need to have that X factor. I'm just dropping you pointers so that you can think and calibrate your career accordingly. Otherwise, बहुत लोग आएंगे, करेंगे, कर दो, nothing is going to work. We talk about upskilling knowledge. What is need for success? What is needed for success? Success there, success. But it is only getting up. Should guys should. Success? Simple question. What is needed for success? But how do you achieve it?
Correct direction is choosing उसकी गलत करना.
Hard work. What else? What else? Determination, perseverance. What else?
Consistency.
Consistency, yeah, right. What else? It's a very important question, guys. You do not understand the gravity today, but you realize it 2 years later. And why I am quoting you that idea? And guys, think me like a friend, not a senior. You can be as open as you can to a friend. You can meet with me. So example again. If I tell, what's the name, sir? Hello. If I tell you to break this wall, you are like punching on this wall, will you be able to break? Won't work, right? Let's do it consistently. Extreme hard work. Day and night you're trying to break this. नहीं होगा हाथ टूट जाएगा ना दो तीन और ले आते हैं दो तीन आपके फ्रेंड और ले हाथ से तोड़ते हैं
54 या 5 में बात तो
और वो
नहीं
I thought
ये तो मेरा है ना
हाँ करें कुछ
अच्छा नहीं मेरा नहीं
now let's bring an axe टूट जाएगा ना this thing is good, right? We get some instruments. So what did I tell you just now? I just told you the right direction for it. Direction. Right sense of direction plus hard work plus consistency will lead you to success. And who's going to give you the direction? No, I'm not going to give you the direction. Who? Who guys? You guys should answer. Who's going to give you the direction? Your professors are out, these teachers are out. Senior. They can only understand your equation, your mental level, your apprehensions. They have created a year ago. Everything remains the same. They know how to tackle those little situations. You are at the same frequency as them. How many years you have to practice seniors? Nice. Others? Koi baat nahi karenge. It is very important. These connections is take for a lifetime. It's not something that the good things about seniors. Think them as your mentors. Make them mentors if you haven't found one. अगर एक को भी मिल गया ना तुम्हारी हेल्प करना चाहता है genuinely. Your college life will be so easy, hassle free. Otherwise you will keep thinking here what to do, where to do, how to do. When companies come for placement, there is a CGPA cutoff, right? College projects that you make. तो ऐसा होता था ना माय टाइम में होता था कि 3-4 का ग्रुप बनता था एंड एक प्रोजेक्ट खा लेते थे वो इवैल्यूएट होता था उससे स्कोरिंग हो जाती थी और रिज्यूमे में मेंशन हो जाता था सेकंड ईयर और ईयर ऐसे होता था राइट अब कंपनी आई एंड दिस वाला सिमिलर सीजीपीए सिमिलर इंटेलिजेंस लेवल सेम प्रोजेक्ट मेंशन on the resume how are you in excel what's the x factor there's no x factor right like everyone who's at JIIT right now, more or less, I'm talking about the hardworking folks, have similar EQ, IQ, same kind of behavior because this is how you learn on the loop. But in case you have your super seniors guiding you, your seniors guiding you, that X factor is going to come. And it doesn't happen just by asking once. You need to find the right kind of mentors. That's right. Questions there, questions. What do you think? Full stack development after 3 years. So Claude, Cursor, emergent, anti-gravity, they're going to become more parts of software development.
7% पे है रुको
Not that company.
ये 21 हो गया आप उस पे करो
They're not experimenting. Let's call it. And
अच्छा आप ही
think them as like co-workers. The value of knowledge is going to diminish exponentially. When I say this, previously, what used to be valued was a good Java developer used to be valued. a Python engineer using the language. These specific skills were looked out for. Now what is going to happen? Because we have AI, the knowledge base that AI will have, it can't be created by a person. That we all have to agree. But having said that, if I have to frame it in a very simple statement, with articulating skills, what you have in your head, you're able to translate it into words and tell AI about it. That skill is going to take your mindset. And this is what companies will look out for. How do you express yourself? If that expression of thoughts exists in you as a skill, then you're going to exceed going ahead. And that's going to be a lighter skill. Otherwise, those who will not adapt to AI, they're definitely going to fail. And when I say it's kind of prompt engineering in the future, yes, it is the future. Even at me at home, I started depending on AI for it. So think an architect depending on AI, okay. You depending on AI, it's okay. But what is not okay is if an issue comes on production and you're not able to identify a deeper value. That's not okay. Even we use AI or not, it's okay. It's fine. It's part of your job. But not able to crack that bug on production, that's important. And वो skill कैसे आएगी? The more you practice, the more you try. AI will go to समझ. अगर वहाँ तक बहुत, I'll give you an example over here. You have your exams, right? College exams, assignments, and then what do? Do I need to go to ChatGPT, ask for the question, answer other copy हो जाता है. That happens, right? Then, similarly, when we give these AI tools to young engineers, what do? You give a question to them, they copy it out and paste the code out in production. When the issue arises in production, then they try what better they will do. Then they think, oh, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. इसमें gap क्या हुआ? Gap ये वो तो इन्हें code समझना नहीं. Direct execution copy करो.
पागल बता तो दे आ गई है ये मेरी इसके लिए और इन सब के पता नहीं किस किस के फ़ोन लगा रखे हैं मुझे नहीं पता यहाँ रखे हुए थे
How do you choose direction? How do you choose direction? What do companies actually follow? We know the competition has become cutthroat. The conceptual knowledge is important, but AI is covering up from this. Humbleness in interviews, when we have communication skills and presentation, that's going to take you ahead. You know, EdTech sector is crashing. You know that EdTech industry, because our knowledge stored होता था, अब वो knowledge AI के through cover होता है. But what is that thing which will, what is those EdTechs which will actually be valued in future? Those are the ones that are personal touch. For example, you have a kid. Let's say you have a kid. He or she wants to study in class 7 or 8. You want him or her to score well. Can you depend on AI for it? You can't. But if I build a creator who makes sure who's giving personal attention to that person, that is one thing, right? Because we want, I have a dependable source whom we can rely on. Similarly, EdTech only those dependable sources they are on. Strong fundamental skills, and the next one comes to comprehension. Good articulation. We talk about this. There are multiple options available. You get in touch with the seniors. help identify, explore more, and then make it appropriate. अभी हम सबके साथ engineering का जब भी हो, rest zero explore.
Oh, sorry,
Diversify your product. And the more you diversify, more you satisfy whether this team is for you or not. If I ask you what is software engineering, it is DSP for tracking jobs. Development is part of, it's like daily present. System design is something that you should know because when it comes to scale, development can't be done without knowing the system design principles. That's very important. How many of you are in Java? Java based? Very good. You use C++ coding, right?
मैंने इससे 2-3 फोटो
You guys enjoy.
हाँ
So very soon you will see a shift. Then companies still rely heavily in Java. So once you join the industry, you'll automatically switch to Java. For the backend engineering part. When you are done with your placement sessions and all, in your fourth year, you should think of doing Java-based approach. So, now comes the DSA part. How many of you feel confident about DSA? You all think the company will come down very soon, and you're confident that we are going to do that. Who else? Who else? We have to go like 120 students, take with the whole thing, go there, particular, and the company. Fair enough. That was a company. But do you understand कि कैसा आगे बढ़ना है? कैसा आगे बढ़ना है? Strategy. Generally, strategy. Strategy. Seniors. Anything that you can think about.
Doing the things consistently in a right way.
Doing things in the right direction and doing it daily, not stopping, giving it a hard day or if we do it regularly, I'm sure that it's not in the near future, we surely succeed at our
Do you remember that I take time of yours? उसमें क्या करते हैं? Pocket wise एक कार्ड बनाते हैं. ये मेरे strength है, ये मेरी weakness है, इसको बस फिल कर दो. ये मैं अभी नहीं करता. ये मतलब फिल follow था? ये मतलब
वो तो बनाया है execute किया है बस.
This or need to follow it. You wish to do DSA, but is there a desperate need for it? Are you passionate about it? You know who's going to crack the job. तो एक बात बताओ, DSA अच्छा किसी ने तो पढ़ा होगा, मुझे कभी तो पढ़ा होगा. Do you think you remember all those concepts all the time? No. एक महीना out of DSA class, it fades off. But it's like driving. When you revise those concepts, then everything is going to come back. If you go and drive or practice for like 2-3 days, it's going to come back. उसके लिए क्या strategy होती है? तुमने topic point पूरा कर दिया. एक बार activity जैसे good 3-4 months, done and dusted with all the topics. But what's next? Before placements, before internships, before job, what is that strategy? Sheets कर लो. हेल्प हो जाएगी. ये ठीक कर हेल्प हो जाएगी.
Consistency.
Consistency बहुत हेल्प कर रहे हो. But I want that strategy. Aiming for a goal without a strategy, you know the result. What is that strategy? I'm giving you points again. I'm quoting and giving you points just to think through these questions at night today and just find answers to it. These like whatever I'm talking about over here, if you follow them, it's gonna stick. If you stick by them, it's gonna help you throughout your career. Strategy. फिर से 800 क्वेश्चन शुरू कर दोगे, है ना? बेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी है, कंसिस्टेंटली 800 क्वेश्चन करोगे। जिस दिन कंपनी आई होगी, उस दिन इतना डर लगेगा कि probably would have worked super hard, but you will fumble in the interview. You will be so underconfident. One strategy that I talk about, start tracking weakness or strength to mention and start working. Full strength or weakness, how do you identify this is my strength or this is my weakness?
Contest, David. Contest. Very nice.
How many of you actively participate in contests? At least like 4 months before the placement session. Or you're starting your BSA 4 months before the placement session. Contest first year भी है ना आपके? कोई contest तो बहुत time है, pressure भी नहीं है ज़रूरा, right? रात को कम बात कर लेना थोड़ी। कम पार्टी कर लेना। Competition is fierce. Survival of the fittest. Contest कितने लोग देते हैं? Headache guys. Start working on it. Irrespective is more extremely low. Irrespective. What is important is building an examination temperament, which most of you are unaware of. Most of you will face an examination temperament for the very first time when you have companies visiting your college. And that day you are going to form. So, long story short, contest दो, strength and weakness identify करो, strategy build करो, weakness पे work करो, and then improvise. Do it in a cycle. Automatically DSA will get sorted. No course and no course line, nothing is needed. Just follow this, you will be. I can guarantee it. The more you practice like mathematics, अगर एक बार कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ लिया, तो बार-बार कोर्स कितने लोग पढ़ते हैं? कितने लोग मैथ का सेम कॉन्सेप्ट a plus b कितनी बार करोगे? प्रैक्टिस ही करोगे ना, 2 डिजिट का सम 3 डिजिट का 3 डिजिट का 4 डिजिट के साथ। The same.
This one another question. As you said, I have cases because what I think is something like this. अगर आपको आते हैं तो आपको आने चाहिए। It's like क्योंकि अगर आपको आप अपना नहीं कर सकते। हाँ होता है एल्बम या
29% चाहिए ना? वो थोड़ी प्रेस कॉल है। क्या सुने थे?
5 मिनट हुआ
तो मैं थोड़ा सा ना 2 मिनट तो रहती तो
2 घंटा
मैं फरीदाबाद है।
कोई नहीं।
ये चीज में कैसे नहीं होता ये मतलब कितना भी ट्राई कर लो मतलब प्रैक्टिस कॉन्टेस्ट ले लो चीज आइडेंटिफाई करना
Wait for search, this question लगेगी। ग्राफ का क्वेश्चन आएगा। अब ग्राफिक में इस क्वेश्चन में ब्रेड for search चलानी versus depth for search चलानी, it comes to practice.
शॉर्टेस्ट बात है वहां पे क्लियर कर
You know the answer. But the problem will come that day when you have DP created in class, right? तो उसके लिए DP कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत अच्छे से आने चाहिए, फिर ग्राफ कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत अच्छे से आने। इसका ईमेल तभी पॉसिबल है।
आगे आपसे लाइक जैसे हम अगर तुम करी सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस करने से नहीं मैंने अगर 200 क्वेश्चंस कर लिए ईडी के कर लिए मेरे कॉन्सेप्ट को मे बी 80% समझ आ जाएगा जहाँ एक अलग क्वेश्चन आएगा थोड़ा उसमें क्लिक होंगे अच्छी कॉम्पिटेटिव होगी और इसको देखने में भी ना
स्ट्रैटेजी डिपेंड करता है by understanding by solving the problem low forces, what? Each foot roaches, what else there? Coding ninjas. What else?
Algae.
Each of each.
भाई हो गया बस
बहुत सारे हैं ना? तो बहुत सारे लोग के लिए क्वेश्चन आया नहीं समझ आ रहा तो लिखने आगे बढ़ जाओ सोल्यूशन आगे बढ़ जाओ है ना तो सोल्यूशन में ट्राई टू मॉडल कर सकते हैं ये क्वेश्चन आया तो मैं ऐसे आंसर कर सकता हूं ठीक है और मेरे को ये क्वेश्चन आया तो मैं सॉल्व करूं बट nobody goes to gravity that why is this concept being applied over here nobody questions the fact that whether I knew that concept before was it a fresh question or it is a new question. If it's a fresh question, then was my concept weak? Is there some understanding gap? Nobody questions that. All the thing is, let me just mug up that thing. And it happens when we go for harder questions before solving the medium. अगर medium की concept अच्छा है तो harder अपने आप solve होता है. वो trajectory follow नहीं करता है. Easy medium. And that's the problem. I have like 10,000 questions, 1,000 questions of lead problems that are either already being solved on the channel. You can try them out just for revision purpose. If you feel that hey, this concept is something which you should be knowing about, you can go and get revision solved. ESS sheet we talked about, right? ESS sheet. ESS sheets would Bible become much later than the sample paper of IIT JEE. एक sample paper back in the set will never want to be like 100% confident that you will get to IIT. So just think it like that. Just don't have a that straightforward mind that this sample paper will be the case there. If you are into low-level design, probably you will be when you join the industry. So that's very important as core part of system design. You should know how to code. Your college level fundamentals or principles they don't align. So you can try the videos out on the channel. And I'll say that others are mostly covered, but these are like gold of wisdom. You will not find such a content, especially for system design anywhere. I can guarantee that. Also, if you're in Instagram or YouTube shorts, this is another medium. So we have Java series, we have system design series, we have advanced system design series. Try that out, it's for free. Even if you're scrolling at night, just look around what exists in this industry. You'll probably gain few insights. Just give it a shot. I know it's too early for you guys, but instead of random scrolling, it can turn into meaningful. Yeah, I think more job, I think we all know. Future is basically learning, adapting, and evolving. So take it with your sword, the time is changing, and you get afterwards. Almost done. If you have questions, you can move on.
Sir?
Yeah.
भाई ये स्वीट
Sir, I have a question that you talked that this is an evaluation gap of audit. So, if we pick a particular domain, like a primary domain, we should be good at that. But the science that we should be doing is toward the related domain. So, what are some practical things that we can use to be a gap of audit
Very good question. You have limited time, you have a lot of things to do. How can I say you to your laptop? You there. There has to be one primary skill because the development is a primary skill. And DevOps, data science is SQL is like data is a secondary skill. So just don't focus on becoming good software developer, focus on these are like if the code transform the tree is development, these are like different branches of software development. So you have to, these are like overlapping fields that we also as engineers are expected to know. But your question, how do you focus on secondary skills? It's like once you have strong foundation of primary skill, which year are you in? Second year. Second year. So if you would have been in first year, I talked about exploring more years ago to better it. Even if you're not interested in that field, you get some insights about it. Or who, maybe still not money, awareness creative. Awareness creative, probably when you will be there in the interview, you would have more of that topic or read about it somewhere, push the whole topic. And that will be the next factor over there. Explore to the maximum capacity as you can, but have your first 90 skill as a coach. ऐसे में पहले ना कि पूरा ही अच्छे हो जाओ इस अभी का बताऊं कुछ नहीं करता हूँ it's like between one to one time getting good at it and then doing more of that और first year में तो explore as much as you can that's gonna help you thank you
Good evening, sir. Sir, मेरा question is related to the advent of AI itself. A couple years ago, I used to do freelance for some clients. I think full stack websites and another front end. ये काम करने के लिए I used to get a very long amount of time. एक और time के बाद I used to get multiple revisions to clients. Then एक महीना लगा, 2 महीने लगा. Recently, I am struggling to find clients in the first place in the LinkedIn. They have this such tight expectation that use AI, use whatever tools you have at your disposal and get that stuff done in less than a week, 5 days, 3 days. So, इससे I feel that with the advent of AI, there is this angle of developer exploration that is going to come. So, what are your thoughts on that, sir? So, avoid this. What are our workarounds against it?
So the freelancer, if you are talking about just the freelancer, then you need to establish yourself very well. You need to position yourself in the industry, have good references. And when you ask for money or time, your quality of work that you deliver to the task speaks for it. So if you have good quality work, you can contest it and need some more time and need some more bucks. But that's what only happens when you have good references and what you deliver to the task. Otherwise, you can put pressure on you, hey, get it done tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You need to make it, you need to articulate, you need to express that my working work will speak for itself and I need some extra hours to get my job done better. So, if you have to do something, but when it comes to exploitation, AI is an expectation shift to it. And it's not with respect to this freelancing website in terms of MNC culture as well. But you should start within months of time frame, now it's expected to be completed within days. And I'm pretty serious about it within days. The office dynamics have changed drastically. The executive perspective has changed drastically. And it all boils down to the fact you have AI, you should know how to use it. We need faster deliveries, get that done. No questions asked. This week I wanted that AI is a friend. Carpenter deals with like which is nice. That's it. I know which command to be when and it is difficult.
Data analytics is something which you can also because there are specifically tools in there. But when it comes to finance, I'm very confused because it's very different. Number one thing, what is the right time? Just after college, start like that. Or is it after gaining some sort of
इसको कहाँ पे स्क्वायर करना करना होता है इसका फिर हम लेना होता है ठीक
I did things after 2 years of work. And basically depends on the fact which college are you from, Parikh.
Thank you so much, guys. Straight will be connected with us. A big round of applause. Big round of applause.
तुम्हारे घर पे यार आया तो फिर होगा बहुत बढ़िया
Please have the whole team on stage for the photograph.
शायद मुझे आ रही है नींद हाँ यार
Okay, sir. Jain sir, I would like to come on the stage, please.
प्रखर सर इसमें भी नहीं आया नहीं फोटोग्राफ में भी नहीं आया ना कौन है अच्छा ये फोटो है कि तेरे पास इसका कोई कल भी नहीं आया आज भी नहीं आया वो भाई साहब
Now, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. The prize distribution ceremony. Prepare yourselves as we honor the exceptional awards of the winners who brought their passion to life. First of all, we have Code in the Dark, tested pure coding skills and logic under pressure. No output, just confidence and precision. And the first position goes to Team Phantom Coders. Next up we have the Chinese platter. And on the third position we have Team Bright Hand. Moving to the next event,
अरे रुक जाओ भाई फोटो खींच रही है अभी
was all about strategy. Strategy, patience, and resilience, where participants prove that their true competitive spirit. The first position goes to Team Akatsuki.
ओए आकत्सुकी कौन है बे साले थोड़ी क्यों कर रहा है ये ओ बेटे ये फर्स्ट आ गया
Team Parikh.
अरे ये वही ये मैं बहुत देर तक मेरे हाँ मेरे पास आया था भाई बहुत देर घूमते घूमते आकाशुकी भाई क्रेजी भाई लेट्स गो अरे अरे अरे
सर डर गया
अभी कोई नहीं तेरा छोड़ ओ पाजी भाई किसी यार तो भाई तुम भाई फर्स्ट आ गए भाई फर्स्ट आ रहे हो भाई बढ़िया है
The first position goes to Team HR Directors.
अबे नहीं
Third position goes to Team Warriors.
अबे इवेंट कौन सा था ये
स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक है तो वो कहाँ से ठीक
क्या क्या मिस्टेक है अच्छा आकाशुकी अरे तुम अच्छा ठीक है नाइस
मेरिट होगा
सर सर ये बताओ इसके लिए थोड़ा सा वो बोल सही कौन से इसके लिए है
Next up we have startup forward. Startup forward brought forward creative ideas and different levels of different factors. The first position goes to Team Xenith'26.
अरे ये
Team Rainbow. And for the third position we have Team Parikh. The award for best director goes to the Team Boss. For the prize of the best negotiator, we have Clarity. The award for the best picture goes to the Flex.
ऑर्डर बदल लो
Best predictor we have is the DM stars.
देखो फोन तो कर लेती देख रहे चार्ज हो रहा है
अरे बोला एक एंगल पे चार्ज हो रहा था
हाँ हो सकता है अब इसका थोड़ा पिन खराब मैं गलत केबल ले आया इसको
हाँ
कैसा था पूर्ण भाई? सही था जब
अरे क्रेजी भाई आपने तो भाई क्रेजी
यार इतना बोल नहीं पाया मैं।
Actually, we would also like to
पूरे टाइम
present the winners of the sports forum. The first edition of IEEE SBJII Very Own Student Conference. And the winner is Team H. Babu. The second position goes to Team Ishwa.
अबे ये तो वॉलंटियर ही है। ये क्या है भाई?
Now, I would like to call the team members on the stage and all my audience members in front of the stage to have a photograph of Sunchit sir.
अरे 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 भाई
Everybody, please gather in front of the stage.
ये पावर बैंक इसी मैम को देगा।
Our team members on the stage, please. I would like to invite the core team members on the stage, please.
सर कोड इनकी तो 1800 बचते हाँ तो
काम लगा कुछ नहीं लगा।
I would like to invite everybody from the audience to come in front of the stage, please. We look forward to seeing you all next year for the incredible mission of Xenith'. Wishing you all a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you very much. किसी को आसान आने में रोका है तो बता देना। A little announcement like this. As somebody said, told था last time आपको हो गया है, उसमें 22% लिखा है।
And people all round of applause for closing of Xenith'. Guys, अभी इस सब के बाद हम टीवी में चलेंगे और काम नहीं होगा।
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much, sir. आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, साल से रिजल्ट। Thank you, sir. आप मेरे को